Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well like great millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, The End Is Come. The end is come. Call Halayim La, Alahayanawa, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Call Allah, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. And as the title reads, you know, the end is come. And we are at the end of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil. This is the end of his rulership. We're watching this play out right now. And we know today is the lunar eclipse. This is biblical. You know, we're in biblical times. This is the end, man. This is the end of Esau, Edom, the so-called white folks. This is the end of their rulership. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob, who's being Jacob? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the tribes, man, the Lord's people. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see, the kingdom is near, man. The Lord is on his way back to set up his kingdom right here on earth, right there in Jerusalem, man, and to restore his people. We're on a countdown right now to Esau to being stripped from his rulership. The Lord is about to crush Esau and these other nations, man, and restore his people back on top forever. This place, America, is winding down. It's waxing worse and worse. You know, we're one event away from all of this. You know, just falling, collapsing out the bottom of the bag. You know, there's over 100 million. There's over 100 million people here in America that's not working. They're not working. Over 100 million people over here in America that's not working in Babylon. The inflation is just waxing worse. Inflation is just, you know, it's through the roof right now, man, and it's gonna get worse. Ain't nothing gonna get better. You got drug. You got the abuse of drug and alcohol. In this country right now, going through the roof. Homeless crisis. You know, and this place promotes idolatry. They promote witchcraft and sorcery. Everything. This is the most wickedest place on earth. This is the valley of the shadow of death. This place, America, Babylon. Let me go here, man. And we know, you know, this lunar eclipse today is biblical, and is part of the signs what the Lord told us, man, told his people, to look, to watch for the signs, man, to pray and watch. Let me go here. I don't want to make this too long. Just a quick hit, something that's on my spirit. Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10 and 1. Jeremiah 10 and 1, and it reads. It says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahawah speaketh unto you, O house of Israel." And who is Israel? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. The tribes, the Hebrew Israelites, the Lord's chosen people. He's speaking to you, Jake. It says too, it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, learn not the way of the heathen." See, learn not the way of the heathen. And this is what our people have perfected. A good majority of our people. A lot of our people have sold out for the bag to get money. They have traded in who they are to become a heathen. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, Jake. Learn not the way of the heathen. The Lord gave us the instructions on who we are and how to carry and conduct ourselves. But a good majority of our people, they act just like the heathen, even better than some of them. It says, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. It says, for the heathen are dismayed at them. See, you're not supposed to be all amazed like they're doing today. You know, you got all these people coming from across the world. They're trying to watch and celebrate and get married under the lunar eclipse, and you know, and then a lot of these heathen too. They get, they're terrified of these things, especially hearing these prophecies. You know, a good majority of them, they're fearful of these things, man. Seeing chariots, you know, the Elohim, the angels, coming in and out of the earth. You know, these blood moons. You know, these strange sightings in the heavens, in the sky, man. Yeah. Let me go here. Let me go here. So, the Lord said, "Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, man." We already know what time it is, man. The Lord, these are the signs that the Lord said to look out for. Let me go to Ezekiel, and this is a sign. This is a sign of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. This is the end of his rulership, man. This is a sign. This is biblical. This is prophecy. Everything in this place, America, goes against the Lord, man. They promote America to Babylon, this place, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. It promotes adultery. It promotes idolatry. They're giving you they're giving you the full-blown green light. If you're a man, America, Babylon they're telling you, if you're a man, you can become a woman. If you're a woman, you can become a man. And they're telling that to your children. See? And if the parents don't like it, they're going to take your children from you. You know, there's judgment coming, man. This place has had its time. Ezekiel 7 and 6. Ezekiel 7 and 6. It says, and an end is come. See? And an end is come. The end is come. The end is come, man. There's only a few more prophecies left. You have Jacob's trouble, which we're entering. These are the beginning stages of this. All this inflation, the defunding of police, more crime and violence. The love of many shall wax cold. More deception. War. All these diseases that are popping out. Approaching a famine. The end. This is the end, man. This is the end. It's gonna get terrifying out here. It says, "An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come." It says 7. We at the end. These are the last days. These are the last few days here, man. The Lord about to tear this place, America. He's gonna totally do away with this place, and he's gonna start from within. He said, "The land shall be desolate." There's extreme violence, war, civil war coming to these streets of America soon. Right along, you have the world war that's going on. But the Lord gonna destroy this economy. It says 7. The morning is come. unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. And we see the mourning is waxing worse, man. People are fed up. They're tired, man. Getting taxed to death. You know, working these sluggish jobs, getting sluggish wages. Inflation is just destroying people, man. You know, hard to feed your family. Gas is going back up. Pay your bills. You know, living in these projects and barrios and you know, ghettos and stuff like that. A lot of jakes. And we see these curses are falling upon the other nations, man, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white folks. All these curses that were on the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, they're going on to Esau, Edom, and these other nations. We're starting to see them. These curses are coming upon them. You know, getting caught up into this tribulation. It's gonna get bad for you other nations, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, and you white folks. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get terrifying. It ain't gonna be what it used to be. Morning, great morning is coming. Everything that you didn't care about before, you gonna care about in this end time. Because there's a lot of carelessness in this place, America. You don't care, you know, just arrogant, extremely arrogant. A lot of people, man, starting a good majority of our people. You're arrogant, careless. You gonna care in this end time. The Lord said, the morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come. The day of trouble is near. What day? Jacob's trouble. We're approaching the worst time the earth has ever seen. It ain't gonna be no electricity. It ain't gonna be no celebrations. Very little food, and that's gonna be for the elect. You're going to be facing cannibalism. You're going to have these detention and concentration camps out here. Martial law, civil war, sedition amongst men, kidnappings, torturing, all of that coming in this time of Jacob's trouble. You have all these different, this AI technology out here, this RFID, the C-HIP, where no man can buy or sell. These cities around America, Babylon, completely destroyed, wasteland. All your rights are thrown out the window. This is the time. The day of trouble is drawing near. And not the sounding again of the mountains. 8. It says, now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish. The Lord said, I'm accomplish mine anger upon thee. It's gonna happen. He said he's gonna accomplish his anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways. See, and I will recompense thee for all thine abominations. The Lord said he's going to judge everybody according to thy ways. And a good majority of our people, they're hard-headed. They don't listen. They don't believe this. They got their money. They got their bag. They living good, smoking their weed, you know, committing all the adultery, eating all the abominable foods. And you've been warned, man. You've been warned. The Lord said he's going to judge everybody according to their ways, to thine ways. It says that are in the midst of thee, and ye, Salakia, accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations. 9, it says, and mine eye shall not spare. The only people who's going to be spared is that elect, man. And mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. That's why he said, when you're fear cometh, he's gonna laugh, man. He's gonna mock you. The Lord's gonna laugh at your calamity because you didn't listen. Neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth. See, and the Lord tell you, a false balance is an abomination unto the Lord. And we know in this place, America, this is a pure false balance that's going on here. The woman is above the man. You know, the wages, you have the rich, and then you have the poor. You know, it's just things are completely out of order here, man. They're in school teaching your kids Pride and Drag Month. You know, and you can't teach the Bible in school. They ban the Lord's word out of school. I mean, it's finished, man. Here it says, let me hop down. Just due to time consumed. 12. The time is come. The time is come. The day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn. For wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The Lord is going to crash this economy, man. Society is about to collapse. There's an event that's coming that the Lord got, that that's going to be the tipping point of this, and the economy is going to be completely through. We're approaching another government lockdown or shutdown, and this place, America, is what, almost $40 trillion in debt. You can only fake it for so long, man. 13, I'll close out with this. It says, for the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive, for the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. It doesn't, it's just, well, ever since that pandemic too, ain't nothing been the same. But, the Lord is just getting ready to shut this all the way down. You know, soon these banks are going to be closed. You're not going to be able to go to the bank and get your money out. And that could really spark something. And it's going to be a total uprising, man. They're going to tear this place up. That's what's coming. Civil war, sedition amongst men, cannibalism, famine, pestilence, diseases, natural disasters. This is the end that we're at, man. The Lord said to pray and watch. Pray and watch. We see the signs that are going on. Shalom.